Hey guys, welcome to the 200th episode of Wrestling Figure Wednesday. I just want to thank you so much for tuning in to all these episodes. It's crazy to think this is the 200th one, and hopefully there will be many more in the future. But I wanted to do something special on this one and do another custom like the 100th episode with Gangrel, since people really like that one. This time I wanted to do one of Victoria from WWE, also known as Tara from Impact Wrestling. For those of you that know me well, know that I'm really close with Lisa, since I got to work with her at Impact Wrestling for a few years and did my documentary with her. So I really wanted to have a figure made of her for my collection, since she has not signed any type of deal so far where she could get a figure from Mattel. So I had my buddy who did my Gangrel custom, Scott, who goes by Renrag's Custom Figures. You could like his page on Facebook. There will be a link in the description as well. Check out his fantastic work. He does all my custom work besides the ones I do myself, and he does such an awesome job, as you can see. So definitely check out his work. Tell him I recommended you if you decide to give him your business, which I hope you do after seeing this review. So that being said, let's take a look at Lisa. So this figure is based on what she told me was her favorite attire she's ever worn, and it's a really complicated one, and I think Scott did a tremendous job considering how much detail is really on it. Everything is hand painted and some of it's hand molded as well, except for the spider decals, since they're so small, that are seen on her. But that being said, let's take a look at her up close. So here you could see her older Jack's head scan. I think this is my favorite one of hers that looks most like her, for the most part. I mean, Scott touched it up a bit so it looks even better than it originally did. But if you could see, he put some red in her hair, which is really cool, like she would have at the time in WWE. It's a ball jointed head that goes left and right as well as up and down, and it is an elite figure like all the Diva figures are by Mattel, and he hand painted her attire here with the spiderweb designs, except for the spider decal there, so you can see all the awesome detail work in this. And she has the ab crunch joint there as well. And she is fully posable, which is awesome. I wouldn't want my customs any other way, to be honest. But she has ball jointed arms that go up and down as well as outward. And she has swivel bicep joints, typical elbow joints in the swivel, wrist joints. She has an open hand here, so you could hold a chair or another accessory if you wanted to recreate her hardcore match that she had with Trish. Looking at her lower torso, she has a swivel waist joint. You can see all the awesome detail in her tights, the spider web designs. Scott did a tremendous job, as you can see, which is really cool. She has ball jointed legs that go up and down. I don't want to, well, they're moving okay, but she's still a little fragile. But her legs, her ball jointed joints spread as well, and she has a swivel thigh joint, but I don't know if that will mess with the paint at all, so I'm not going to twist it to be safe. But yeah, you could turn that joint if you want to, like all the Diva figures. And then she has a typical knee joint as well. And then Scott made her some custom kick pads, as you can see, which is really cool. They're taller kick pads, and then he molded the sides as well, like the strap type designs on the sides that she had with this attire, which is really cool. And she has a swivel boot joint as well, as you can see here. And then she has a typical ankle joints that go up and down as well. And yeah, that's the figure. Is super detailed. It is fragile a little bit, but not too bad. I hope to do some video work or photography with it in the future. But yeah, that's my awesome custom of Victoria from WWE. I was originally hoping to have her review this figure too, but unfortunately she was out of Chicago when I was back home to finally get around to doing that, so that's why this review has been delayed for a long time. But I figured this would be a fun one for the 200th episode, and I'll probably review some more of Scott's work he's done for me, as well as some of the ones I started doing myself very soon, since you guys seem to really enjoy those most. So yeah, be sure to like Renrag's Custom Figures on Facebook, and the link is also in the description of the video. And be sure to like Wrestling Figure Wednesday on Facebook to suggest future reviews you'd like to see me do. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. For all your wrestling figure needs, check out ringsidecollectibles.com.
Like wrestling? Tune into The Rack, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern on wildtalkradio.com.